What's up, guys and girls? Welcome to another video, and this is going to be part 2 of my ultimate analysis for God of War. In this video, I'm going to add things that I did not include in my first part, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. I will be including some corrections, which, are very light, and I will be talking about the tear scene, why I think it's a lighting issue at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned to watch that. But let's just jump right into it. After this video is finally released, I get to actually make theory videos and all the videos that I want to make on different parts of the trailer, so definitely hit that subscribe button. Let's just jump right into it. First off, I had so many amazing comments, like holy shit, thank you all so much. But there's this one user here who says that Loki was never depicted with horns in the real Norse mythology. First off, thank you for this user for commenting. Now, I put 2 links, I'll leave them in the description of this video, that did say that some of the symbols of Loki was Loki wearing a horn. Now, the problem with Loki in the real Norse myth, and I'm gonna make a separate video about that as well, is that Loki is probably the most mysterious character in the actual religion itself, because there are very few things depicted to him that show off his form. I'm gonna make a whole separate video dedicated to Loki in the real Norse myth and why he's so different from the other gods and the other figures in Norse mythology. But yeah, according to this website that I put in the description again, Loki was depicted with 2 horns, and other websites say that he actually wasn't. I'm going to talk about this confusion in depth in another video. One of the first things I want to mention is that yes, Kratos is actually making Atreus' arrows here. I didn't include it in the first part because I thought it was just so obvious. It's right there in front of you, but people were saying I didn't include it, that I missed it, so I'm going to include it here. Something that I actually did miss but was mentioned in my Discord was that Atreus is actually wearing some Greek garb, some Greek cloths here, similar to the way that Kratos wore it in God of War 2018. And this is like a continuing theme throughout this trailer. Freya is wearing some of Baldur's clothes, Atreus is wearing yellow, which symbolizes Fae, and he's also wearing some of his father's clothes. And I do love this passing of time where characters start adopting clothes and cloths to other people that are important to their life, which I think is really fucking cool. Speaking of clothing, if you look at what Kratos is actually wearing, he's wearing a lot of serpent symbolism that's all over his outfit and stuff like that. I am not saying Kratos is the world serpent. There's a reason why I never made a video saying that Kratos is the world serpent, even though it's a popular theory. I'm just saying that Kratos is wearing a lot of serpent symbolism. Speaking of serpent symbolism, I need to make this correction. In the original trailer breakdown that I did, I say that this may be a spot on Atreus' back for a spot for a melee weapon, because he has his holder on his back similar to Kratos. He has a snake, which represents his homeworld, and Kratos has the Omega symbol, which represents his homeworld. But the correction I need to make is that the bow actually fits onto the serpent holder that Atreus has, so that's my correction. Another piece of detail I did leave out in my first breakdown, it doesn't really have a lot of significance, but I think it's pretty cool. If you look at Brock and Sindri's house, look at their furnace, look at some of their furniture in the background, it are all very little. I just say that this is amazing detail for Santa Monica, making everything in there very small to compensate for their little height. I think that's just pretty fucking cool. Again, doesn't really mean anything, I just wanted to throw it in there. Another little, not really correction, but thing I want to add was I recently had an interview with Eric, the director of God of War Ragnarok, and he confirmed that yes, we're going to be doing a lot of new stuff with the Guardian Shield. It's going to be very customizable. As we saw here, he's doing a little power slam with the shield, and the shield looks like it has a rune in it. We're going to be doing a lot more actions with the Guardian Shield this time around. Thank you so much for Eric for talking to me. Now, I think that's all the little scenes from the trailer. I think I covered literally everything from this video and my last video. But there is still one more thing I want to talk about, and that's going to top off this Ragnarok trailer breakdown, and that's this tear scene. Now, I said originally that I think that After Loki runs into the room and he calls out to Tyr, says his name, Tyr doesn't react. However, there's another frame where Kratos has his hands on Tyr's shoulders, and this is what causes Tyr to react. Now, a lot of people said that these are two separate scenes, not the same scene, where Loki goes in and there's like a completely dark room, and then they bring Tyr out and maybe Tyr falls down because he's weak, and then Kratos puts his hand on him then, and then Tyr stands up. So it seems that Tyr doesn't actually have a lot of strength to keep walking because he falls down, and it seems like Kratos gives him a little speech, and that's when Tyr stands up. There might not be any confrontation, even though I think that would be cool to see. But the reason why I thought originally that these two were one and the same scene was because I was assuming that there was just lighting issues, because Tyr definitely has tattoos here on his arm, but you can't see it because the lighting has been manipulated with. So I thought that this room being dark is hiding some things, maybe hiding some things that Santa Monica doesn't want us to see, so they darken the room for the trailer. So just to make sure, I went the extra mile and I decided to brighten this area just to see if there's anything here. The only thing that's really revealed is that you can see a rope that is around Tyr, and you can see it go upwards, and it's connected to a type of figure, which I honestly can't make out. And on the right side of Tyr, there's like an open space, which I thought was the same open space from when Kratos and Tyr make eye contact. There's like a little square there, and there's a square here in this room right next to Tyr. So I assume once we go into this room, and when we actually play the fucking game whenever it comes out, the room will be brightened. Again, that's just my thoughts at first, but maybe they're two separate scenes. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. With that being said, that concludes my God of War Ragnarok trailer analysis. I know I had to separate it into two parts, but I'm glad I did, and I can finally make theory videos, analysis videos, and all these other videos I wanted to make on God of War Ragnarok. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope you stick around for my next couple of videos. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.